we have to speak about your very first hit, Rosie, and it was funded by a person that you knew who was managing a boxer. And he trusted and he had every faith in you. If it wasn't for him at that time funding your song, who knows what would have happened.
I don't know what would have happened, Jamie. And we're talking about the wonderful Frank Carson, who sadly we lost. He was a dear friend of mine, and he was very enthusiastic about my career and always put me up for TV shows. And he introduced me to Barney Eastwood, who at the time was looking after the boxer Barry McGuigan. And of course, Barney Eastwood being a very wealthy man. And so he got Barney Eastwood to, he sort of says, I think you should fund this girl singing When I Leave the World Behind. And so, and then I was on the Chaz and Dave show, and I sang it on the Chaz and Dave show. And that was on ITV, and that was the start. All of a sudden, the phone lines was jammed.
It entered the UK charts, not only once.
Twice, yes.
Yes, it was 3 times
Was it 3 times?
3 times, see, it was, you've forgotten already.
Yeah.
It was 3 times. I've been doing my homework. And that was the beginning, really, of your wonderful, massive recording
Absolutely,
career.
because at that stage, I was on a game show called Punchlines, because I do a lot of comedy in my show as well. I love to make people laugh, and I do a lot of audience participation, you know. But at the time, I didn't have a record deal, and so that was the song that got me my first record deal. And with my first royalty paycheck, I paid back Barney Eastwood. So bless his heart.
And interest.
Her old, with interest, yes. Oh, absolutely, you know, because that was important
with
to me.
this big hit, obviously you were recording your songs, your records. I think you've sold, is it over 15 million?
That's right, yes.
And is that 12 albums in all? And you're still recording,
There's
obviously,
about 15 albums out at the moment.
15,
yes,
15,
yes.
okay.
15 or 16, I lose count, so I do. But after that particular song, and it's a very, very old song, that When I Leave the World Behind, and I think it was the old street singer Arthur Tracy that recorded it first. So you have to follow it up with another good song. So then I chose So Lucky, which is it's become like my signature tune, So Lucky. And, you know, after that, you know, I was headlining, because before that I was sort of on tour with the likes of Gene Pitney and Cannonball and all that there. So I got to tour, you know, headline my own concerts. And then my first album, Rosemary Sings Just For You, became a huge hit, and the rest is history. It kept following on, you know.
Well, your career is no way nearing its end. You've got so many things to do. Matter of fact, you've just recorded a new album.
Yes.
And it's dedicated to your mother.
To my mummy, songs for my mother. And it's all the great songs like Pal of My Cradle Days, When Your Old Wedding Ring Was New, you know, to name a few. Mama is on it, and My Mother's Eyes, This Is My Mother's Day. And my mother and I are like sisters. We're very close.
Oh, that's lovely. When Mother's Day comes along, I think every person that's got any savvy at all will be out buying that CD. I know that I'm having one for sure.
Oh.
You've also recorded another one that's very, very popular. It's My Big Fat Gypsy Songbook. Now, you have a following, don't you?
I have a great big following of the travelling community, and a lot of them from the UK travelled out to see me in Las Vegas when I was performing there, and they've been very, very loyal. And on that particular album is songs that I get requested from the travelling community. Songs like You're Nobody Till Somebody Loves You, songs like oh dear, I've forgotten. Songs like I'm Nobody's Child, you know.
Sing along.
Sing along,
good,
yes.
Good belters,
yes,
isn't
yes.
it? Yeah. Well, you're very known for your belters, Rosemary, that's for sure.
Nobody sleeps while I'm on.
No. But you've also sung in front of the Queen, the royal family. You've done so many things. What would be, in your opinion, the highlight so far of your career?
I think when I sang in front of Princess Diana, and when I met her, that was at the London Palladium. I mean, I've played the London Palladium 3 times, and it's one of my favourite theatres in the world, so that in itself is a big highlight. But when I did the show for Princess Diana, met her backstage, and her personality was fantastic, and she said to me, I loved your singing, she says, but you're very funny. She says, I laughed at your jokes. So we had a lovely girly chat, and that was something, and I've got great pictures of that moment. So that was a great moment.
A time to treasure, so it was. There's 3 songs on your new DVD. I think we should listen to another one of those songs, Rosemary.
Okay, thank you.